Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, and we have a new circuit here. This is a relay buffer gate load side. We have a relay, LED, an LED, a resistor, and a push button. The objectives of the circuit is to use relay as a buffer gate, to use relay to control the load side, and this is a circuit combination, and this is the circuit diagram of our circuit. And we have a given here a relay, 6 volts, and it is capable of handling 10 amperes to 20 volts at the load side, and the relay has 6 volts voltage rating. As we have seen in the circuit diagram, these are the terminals of the relays: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the push button, a switch of the circuit. We have a voltage supply of 6 volts and the other voltage supply of 12 volts to the other side. In this circuit, we have two sides, control side and the load side. And as you have seen here, there's an LED here at the control side and an LED at the load side. This is a combination of two circuits. This is the first circuit, and the circuit is this LED circuit with the resistor in series of an LED. That is the circuit, LED circuit, and this is our previous project. We computed and we have a layout here. And this side, this is also from previous project, and the circuit of that one is this. A relay buffer gate. The other one, a relay circuit load side. We also have two voltage supply and a regular circuit switch. That is the actual circuit. This is a closed circuit. And the difference of the two, I just put the push button here. And because we have two combinations of circuits, the LED circuit and the relay circuit load side, LED circuit and relay circuit load side, we have a new circuit here, and we call that circuit a relay buffer gate load side. I am just putting a push button here, and this is our previous circuit. We computed a lot here. So we now come here to our new circuit. Let us first compute the values of the resistor here. By using Kirchhoff's voltage law. First, upon closing the switch of the circuit, in the control side, we have 6 volts supply. The other side, 12 volts. LED turns on. So in here, as shown here, LED is turning on. And the load side is still not turning on. still off because we have push button here, so the current flows here. Computing the value of the resistor using Kirchhoff's voltage law, voltage supply minus voltage drop of the two components, and we know the value of the voltage rating of the diode, 2 volts, and we got 4 volts voltage drop at the resistor. For the Ohm's law, and we know the current at the LED to turn in is 0.02 ampere, same as the current to the resistor. We got 200 ohms. That's why LED is showing, because there's already a closed circuit here. But still there's no current flows here because the push button is open. So let's push the button. Upon pushing the button, current flows to the coil, inducing a voltage, it producing a magnetic field, attracting the contact to move to the terminal 5, making this a closed circuit because there is a voltage supply here. Current flows into the circuit. LED turns on, and this is a relay. There is no electrical connection between the two sides, the control side and the load side. It's only the magnetic field that attracts the contact, moving it to the terminal 5, making a closed circuit here. So we have, upon pushing the button, we have a closed circuit here, current flows here, same time attracting the contact here and making a closed circuit here. So the LED turns on. Let us compute the values of the resistor here. Since this is a closed circuit, Kirchhoff's voltage law, voltage supply minus the voltage drop across the LED resistor. Voltage supply is 12 volts on the load side, and voltage rating of the LED, we got 10 volts voltage drop across the resistor. Using Ohm's law, we get 500 ohms. Since the current flows here is 0.02, current rating of LED. So we get now the value of the resistors needed to protect the LED. At the same time, we know the operation of the relay. When you close the switch, push the button, LED turns on because the current flows here, because the contact moves to the terminal 5, making a closed circuit here. Remember, this is electrically isolated. There is no electrical connection between the two because we have two sets of power supply. So this is a buffer gate, and we have a truth table for that. No input, no output, with input, with output. And in here, it is also a relay buffer gate, as we have seen here in our previous circuit. The difference is it has only one power supply, only here, and in here it has 6 volts and 12 volts power supply, but in here just only one power supply. The same operation, but the connection of the terminals are different, and the connection of the LED is in the terminal 5 and to the pin 1 of the relay, some sort of a bridge. When you push the button, LED turns on because we're creating two circuits here, one also here. Remember that the current flows at the same time since the current flows here, at the same time current flows here, because there's a magnetic field produced in the coil when the current flows into the coil, closing the contact here, making a closed circuit. So we have two sets of relay gate, buffer gate. One has two sets of power supply, and the other one has only one power supply. That is one way, or the two uses of relay as a buffer gate. So we have two sets of relay buffer gate, one power supply and two power supply. So in here, our objective is to control the load side. It means we are controlling the load side of the relay. We push button on the control side, pushing it, attracting the magnetic contact to the terminal 5, and we have a circuit here. You can use up to 10 amperes of 220 volts rating of the load side here. Also, an electric lamp can be used because the relay rating is 10 ampere at 220 volts. And since we are only using LED 0.02 ampere and 12 volt supply, it is small compared to 10 ampere and 220 volts. You can control a load 220 volts here in this side by using 6 volts voltage supply here, only a 6 volts, while you're still controlling a circuit here of 220 volts because there is no electrical connection between the two, only a magnetic field produced by the coil, making this a closed circuit. And that is the operation of the relay, and as I've said, this is a combination of two circuits. Did you hear the clicking sound of the relay? That is the contact moving, closing a circuit to the other terminal. This one is just a regular circuit of the relay, and this is diode circuit, LED circuit. And we have here the layout. This is the actual layout of the circuit. We have the symbol for the buffer gate, a truth table, no input, no output, and the parts here. Okay, thank you for watching the video. Bye bye.